What is going on, guys? DBG here, and lads, you guys can see right here, prime time packs coming. Prime-time packs coming. Just realized that I have the sub goal above my head. You may end up seeing some Twitch notifications. And lads, so 75 NBA. So there's going to be a launch day pack. I would not be that surprised to see like a pink diamond LeBron, to be honest. But there is going to be one last prime time. It's a bit of a surprise since Super Packs came out yesterday. But there is going to be one more prime time. As well as that, I'm going to go right now onto current gen. I'm going to current gen, and there might be something. You guys might be able to see it because it's something that's been appearing for almost every video on current gen, not on next gen. So I don't know when it's going to be coming. But yeah, so we're just going to let this load. But man, the weather in Ireland is like, it's so hot right now. Okay, so I haven't got the glitched. I have not got the glitched one. For some people, instead of the primetime packs coming, this is what came. This is what was seen. I was seen by a lot of people. It was seen by a lot of people. So I'm going to show multiple people having this same screenshot. So just as a little more proof that maybe it's real. So if you guys can see right here, DeAndre Jordan. So lifetime agendas, Lob City Liftoff. Complete every... And again, you can see in this background, this is season 1. So this is either coming today or tomorrow. So complete lifetime agenda group to get DeAndre Jordan. So if we look at the last lifetime agenda group, what did it require? The last lifetime agenda group, it required you having some Jazz players and then using other versions of DeAndre Jordan. So it's going to be a lot of dunks of DeAndre Jordan. Current gen is the wave for this. Honestly, current gen is the wave. But we're looking at the last one here. So I wouldn't be that surprised to see it come tomorrow. It's either going to be coming tomorrow or it's going to come at like 9 p.m. today. So for completed lifetime agendas, you guys can see Darryl Griffith. Oh, we finally completed one of these. Darryl Griffith. We score 50 points with Jazz players, 25 dunks with him, 200 lifetime points, a bunch of things with 2 guards, and then use a bunch of things with Jazz players. So I'm checking my collection, and as you guys can see here, it's a Clippers player. So players, all team Clippers. So I only have 3 Clippers players. One good thing is if you need a Clippers center, Avaka Zubac is that player. So I only have 3 Clippers players. So I'm just going to take a look to see, are there any Clippers players that I can get for cheap? Team Clippers. I'm going to see if I can buy a bunch of these for cheap. Just as like an investment. Because you just never know when it comes to these players. Like, you could need 10 Clippers players. I'm just going to be safe and get me some 10 Clippers players. Give me Miles. What team is Darius Miles? Oh, it's Trailblazers Miles. Okay, that's... Just get a bunch of different ones. Corey Maggette, is that it? Pat Bev. And I think 3 Clippers players are going to be needed, so I'm just going to buy a bunch of these. I'm honestly just going to buy a bunch of these. And just see. Bledsoe. If I lose out on a tiny bit empty, I really don't care. I really do not care if I lose out on the tiniest bit empty. Lamar Odom's new. Okay. Just any of these guys I don't have. I do not have Coutinho Mobley. Coutinho Mobley, if they score 3-pointers with Clippers players, Coutinho Mobley's an extremely easy one to do it with. So he might not be the worst player to use. Okay, anyone I don't have. So yeah, I really am that guy that's going to see that leaked thing and buy all your players. Okay. There is now a... Up there quite... Oh, Redick. Oh yeah, I need Redicks. I need as many Redicks as I can get. And we're error coding. We are about to error code, which is not an ideal situation. So, with that, obviously, the packs are the packs. At the end of the day, the packs are the packs. So, I don't really care what's going on with them. PS5, maybe something will flash up now. Maybe something is going to flash up now. But if I were you guys, I would buy... I would make sure you have at least 3 Clippers players. Good thing is, though, is you can get 3 Clippers players very easily. I think Bob McAdoo is a Clippers player as well for token market, as far as I'm aware. So, if you do need one, you can get him. I accidentally clicked off. Maybe that notification was going to come up. But, like, things like Bob McAdoo are genuinely... Okay, yeah, a bunch of people are saying they see it on the screen about DeAndre Jordan. So I'm just going to go back to current gen. This will trigger the update required anyway. This will trigger this, which is pretty good. Okay, so let's see if you can see anything now. No, so DeAndre is not showing up on my screen. So DeAndre is only showing up on some people's screens, and it's only showed up on current gen, which means I would not be surprised if that comes tomorrow. But I would be prepped for that. Like, I highly doubt, maybe because DeAndre Jordan. Did Darryl Griffith only play for the Jazz? I just want to check. If Darryl Griffith only played for the Jazz, then it kind of makes sense. Yeah, he only played for the Jazz. So maybe you're going to need 3 Nets players. Team. I'm just going to make sure I've got at least 3 Mavericks players and 3 Nets players, because, like, worst case scenario, if I just don't have enough, I'm kind of screwed. I'm just going to buy a bunch of Mavs players. Like, again, paying 700 or 650 coins for, like, emeralds is never gonna, like, that's never really going, you're never gonna lose much MT on that. Like, you're really not. You're gonna lose a little bit of MT. So they're kind of the investments I make, because he's currently playing for the Lakers as well, like Deshaun Stevenson. So I'm gonna make sure I have players from each of those teams, because I do, not that I necessarily, like, I'm so absolutely, like, crazy about getting a DeAndre Jordan. It's just I would rather get him, and I might as well just make sure that I can get him. So, Team Nets. What price? Why are Nets players so expensive? Surely I have enough Nets players. I'm pretty sure I do. I think I have a bunch of my team base set Nets players. Oh, I've only got 1. Wow. We've got Harden as well. So, collection, players, team, Nets. Okay, I've only got 3 Nets players, so I should be okay with that. I got plenty of Lakers players. With the Lakers I needed. I don't think it's gonna, I reckon it's gonna be the Clippers. I reckon the big one's gonna be using Clippers players, so. I got a bunch of these guys now. I got a bunch of my Clippers guys. And I got a bunch of them sitting in the auction house as well. So, okay, Bledsoe's already in there. Is Odom? No. Mobley. Send Redick there. Dirk there in case Mavs players are needed. And we're good. We got a couple of these Clippers players sitting in our auctions. And I'm going to see if I can snipe some JJ Redicks. That's probably the way that I'm going to go about it. So, Redick. There's one. Which JJ is the correct JJ Redick? Okay. If I can get like 800 coin JJ Redicks. Yep, give me another JJ Redick. Okay, so we got our 2 JJs. A JJ Redick is going to be used. You're going to see him a lot. So, spent about 4 or 5k MT, and we got a bunch of Clippers players at the ready waiting to be sold. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think they're going to need a major 5v5. So my prediction is make sure you have 3 players from the Clippers, Lakers, Mavs, Nets. Just make sure you got 3 players from all DeAndre Jordan teams 1. And if you don't want DeAndre Jordan, it's not the biggest deal. So looking at token rewards, there's none from any of these teams in Ruby, or sorry, in Emerald. In Ruby, there are not any of, or in Sapphire, there aren't any of them. In Ruby, there's Ron Harper. And then if you need Brian Cook, you can use Brian Cook. Oh, Bob McAdoo's a Knicks card. He's not Clippers. Okay, that makes sense. None of these guys. None of these guys. So it genuinely doesn't even seem like you're really able to do much. You're really in a state to get much from the token market. So a lot of it are auctionable cards. So Don't overpay. Don't pay more than 1,000 coins for a gold player. Don't do something dumb. But just make sure you have 3 of all the teams. You should be okay. Should be okay. Just make sure you have 3 from them all. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.